Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. Well, I think I'm going to put up a little quick run, an unrecommended run here tonight. I'm a little tired and I don't feel like continuing with Floor Globler, but I feel like putting up another video, a short one. So let's do something crazy. Murglebootle here will be a... let's go for the old human wanderer, and we'll just take the first one that comes along. Doesn't matter what it is, we'll just take it. Are you ready? Let's see what we get. And we get a short sword, no spell. A little bit, well, that is absolutely probably one of the most useless wanderer runs I've ever. Okay, let's do the old, we'll take 3, and we'll take the best one, or one of them. That's just awful. I mean, could do a little better than that. Oh, a bow. Interesting. I haven't tried a bow, so do we have the dexterity for it? Not really. We don't have any spells. We don't have much skill at it. Pole arms is all right. Might take my third option here. Let's see what we get. And now we have a bow without the spear. No spells. At least we have a little more training in bows now, a little more in fighting. Okay, let's see what we can do. Oddly, we have too much intelligence here. Yeah. Interesting. Let's macro my plus key. To FF, and now we can just press plus to shoot our bow. I have very little experience with bows, certainly as a human. Let's try this leather armor on. That is going to do us better than the ring mail, so we'll drop that. And I suppose we're going to need a weapon as soon as possible. A club is better than nothing, I imagine. At least our bow is +2, so that might be somewhat useful. Not bad so far. It's working. We found some more arrows. An axe will serve us better than the club, so we'll drop the club, and we'll redefine the axe. Excuse me. Items. Axe is H. We'll switch that to B so we can just quick. I thought I dropped this club. Okay. I would rather experiment with a bow using a high elf, but well, that worked. I suppose we'll take our axe to the poor little mouse here. Let's take the axe to all of them. Why am I training all these? Let's turn off fighting, certainly throwing off. Armor can go off for now. Stealth can go off. We'll train up dodging a little bit. I would train the weapon, but I'm not sure we're going to use axes. If we find a whip or something, we'll switch to that. Plenty of axes lying around. I have a feeling we're going to need every little bit of help we can get here. Okay, so far so good. Let's see what the old bow does to this worm. Not bad. And we'll hack him up. There we go. I imagine it's going to be dexterity, so let's raise that. And that's what I want, a whip. We will pick it up. And we'll reassign it to B. And we'll drop our axe. we are going to train maces and flails. There we go. I've found lately that that's pretty much the safest thing to train. It will cross over to staves, axes, and even polearms, I think. And here are a bunch of gods, neither of whom I want, so let's just leave them alone for now. Switch to our good old whip. As long as we stay with light maces and flails like whips, we'll do decent damage with high dexterity, I think. And since, well, we're certainly going to be raising dexterity. If we're going to be casting spells at all, it's just going to be level 1 to 3 spells. But we'll see. It all depends on finding a book. Got a couple shots with the old bow. Switch to the whip. Hopefully we don't get poisoned too badly. Here we go, got a lucky agility point in there. No. Too dangerous. Switch to the bow. We should be able to take him down with the whip. It's taking a little bit of a chance there, but what can you do? I don't want to waste all my arrows. Although I think we're doing fairly well for arrows, we are. And I imagine I'll go for Okuaru. Or Trog. There's nothing wrong with Trog. But you won't be able to cast any spells. And that's not an incredible problem since Trog does provide a lot of benefit. I'm looking for somebody that's some deity that will provide me with ammunition. I'm not sure how much of an issue it's going to be. That was probably a bad movement to choose, but I got away with it. And now, let's see what this bow can do. Not too bad. Of course, I wasn't pressing my my macro key, but I'll remember to do that now. Switch to the whip. There we go. I could probably turn off dodging for a little while now and just focus on our weapon skills. There's Okuaru, so we'll take him. I don't know how we teleported right in here. Is this a little secret? No, it isn't. Alright, well, good enough. We're with Okuaru. Luckily, Okuaru will, I believe, give us some decent ammunition fairly quickly. And I really enjoy Okuaru. He's a lot of fun. I really enjoy the gifts. Switch to the bow and let's see what we can do here. There we go. Interesting. It almost sounds like the microphone's kicked out, but apparently it hasn't. So I'm just going to tentatively continue. Good. Let's turn off the maces. Our bow seems to be doing excellent work, so let's... Ooh, okay. We just missed an ogre 3 times. I don't know how that happened. I guess we'll stand here point blank and shoot at him. Ow. That ogre's dynamite. Where did we come up there? Hopefully we can get away, and we made it. Ooh, that was close. There is a vault here, a sewer vault, which I'd like to go to. I haven't died in a sewer in a long time, but I suppose it's possible. If we can find it in time. Ooh, there's a decent looking mace. Let's check it out. Cursed, of course. Of course. Luckily we chose the right scroll first thing, and I think we're going to miss the vault now. Here's our friend the Ogre. Let's see if we can tag him this time. What is with this Ogre? I mean, does he look like a hard target to hit? Of course I'm backing myself into a corner here. Very unwise. One more hit, I'm dead. He's got a spike club. Yeah. And that's it. Was I wearing the inaccuracy? No. Let's try that again, since that was a fairly short video. But do we want to be a human? Why don't we be something else? Demon spawn would be interesting, but let's go for a Draconian. Why not? He's like a human, but with no armor and breath. And what do we have? 2 books. Summon Freeze. Interesting. Looks like we've got a cold book, and we have a lot more strength and intelligence, unfortunately. But Freeze is an excellent spell. So let's turn off everything. Except ice magic. We do have a little bit in the way of maces and flails, and we have a mace. What else do we have? We have summoned small mammal. Huh. Alright, let's see where we can take this guy. I hope he doesn't turn into just an ice magey sort of guy. I have the ice book, don't I? I don't. I don't, must be it. 3s and throw frost. Alright, well, that's good enough for now. We'll memorize throw frost at level 2 and train up some spells a little bit. Unfortunately, we don't have the intelligence for it. And for some reason we're called a chopper because our axes are much higher than the maces and flails. So if we find an axe, we'll switch to that. But I believe even casting freeze is going to create considerable hunger with a 13 intelligence, and it's going to be tough to get that intelligence up. No axes yet, but freeze is doing good work. It usually does. It's an excellent starting spell. Let's see if I can make it to level 7 and get my breath weapon. Okay, first check here. Let's back off a little bit. Excellent. Intelligence, it's all going into intelligence, obviously. Luckily, freeze will be a decent spell for actually quite a long time. It does significant damage once it's maxed out. So if we find an axe, we might want to switch with 2 axes. We've got the strength for it. I guess we'll just have to take what the dungeon gives us. And so far the dungeon has been not generous with axes. What manner of god is this? Oh yeah. I don't often play him. Strength, damn. That's 1 vote for axes, since I'm getting our strength up a little bit. There we go. Well, Draconian makes a pretty good hybrid race because you don't really have the option of wearing armor to encumber you. Vampiric dagger. We're not going short blade, so let's not worry about that. Now we could train maces and flails. It's no big deal. Stop poisoning me, please. I'm trying to kill you. Okay. Let's try something a little different than that staircase. Aha! And none of them have an axe. Time to head upstairs. And hopefully we can win this battle of the maces and flails here. Ow. I'm gonna trade our mace out for a flail, I think. Accuracy +0. Accuracy +3. No, we'll stick with the mace. Does less damage, but it's more accurate, and our skill level isn't really that good. So we'll stick with the weapon that does a little less damage. Oh, come on, don't get killed by a hobgoblin. Back up. Ice magic's at 4.8. Well, there certainly is a lot of enemies here. Let's run away, get some mana back, and hopefully, yes. Might be worth investing a little bit in conjurations at this point. I believe freeze is almost powered up, and if we can get our throw frost working, that will add that'll add another feather in our cap as far as damage goes. We'll take out Mr. Poisoner here. And I'm impressed with the effectiveness of his blowgun, so I'm going to take it and use it myself if I need it. Ooh, it's a big fort. And there's Terrence. With a whole bunch of gnolls. I probably shouldn't have auto-explored in there. We are going to retreat to the staircase. Yes, let's just drag Terrence upstairs, and he has a nice axe. It could be a very nice axe. Level 6, intelligence. Hand axe of chopping, good enough for me. We will drop the mace and keep the hand axe. And eat Terrence. A +6 hand axe of chopping. A +6. That is not the ring I want to be wearing. We react poorly to cold anyway. And yeah, let's take it off. Better. Let's drag these jokers up. We will. That was a very bad move. Run, run. Very close. Let's train our axes up a little bit. Should we? No. It's good enough for now. We might want to drop ice magic though. Oh, freeze isn't maxed out yet. Okay. We've managed to defeat the front guards of the fort there. There's Che. We don't want to worship him. Who's this? Oh yeah, Gozak. The money god, right? Exchange their gold. That sounds like a little bit of... Bribe the branches of the following dungeon. Bribe them for what? Sounds like an interesting god, but I don't think I'll try him on this run. Let's just stay conservative with a wanderer. I'm just passing here, letting them all collect at the doorway, and then we'll chop them up with our nice hand axe. Axes are really good for their ability to hit multiple enemies. Ooh, it's Borgmangler. Let's hit him with a blast, a random blast. It did excellent work, whatever it was. Good work there too. Don't care what it is as long as it kills him. I sped him up and I slowed him down. Let's see what our axe can do here. There we go. We polished him off with a throw frost. Nice to be able to use your own skill to kill a ghost. Here comes a big kobold. We'll stand right at the door here. And we are a purple Draconian. The crappiest type of Draconian. Well, yeah, one of the crappiest types of Draconians. Dispelling energy, which is not ideal. But we do have a bonus to spellcasting, which is, considering we only have 15 intelligence, not ideal. Not the type of Draconian we wanted. Would have been kind of nice to get a cold Draconian since we're going that way anyway. Let's try to breathe dispelling energy, see what it does. Almost gets us killed. We are starving. That was a bad time to breathe dispelling energy. Oh, we don't have... Let's rely on our wand. Okay, that was bad. Very bad. Up we go. Let's eat something. Okay. Well, unless we can find a way to significantly boost our intelligence and a way to get some spells pretty quickly, this isn't the best Draconian to be running around with. The fort has been defeated. Let's head out. What kind of scales do we have? +6 AC. Dispel enhancements when you breathe energy. Nothing. Useless. Well, it's not useless. It's very situational. I think it does a little bit of damage too, but you know, not anything that, yeah, useless. Not anything that, you know, nice fire or lightning or ice would do. Looks like we found the temple, and what an entranceway it is to the temple. Let's head down. What kind of god would suit us here? Let's go for Fehumat, I suppose. We need the wizardry bonus. Speaking of which, there we go. And we need the spells as early as possible. And we need intelligence. It's going to be a long road to get any sort of decent intelligence on this guy. Unless we find a really nice ring. Oh, we're still training conjurations. Good, we're going to need that. And when's our next attribute increase? Still got a level and a little bit to go. And then it's only going to be 16 intelligence, so it's not exactly going to solve all our problems. No, I don't know if we're going to live too much longer than the lair. And I wanted a short video anyway, so I'm not complaining. Let's back off here and just start shopping. That bee is dynamite. Dispel. Did it not work? Oh, the Knoll is wearing a fabulously ornate robe. Huh. Let's try some of these potions. Let's try that one. Curing. That kind of helps. Let's cure again. And I bet you that was a resist cold robe. And of course we cannot use it. Shock. Shock's not going to do us any good. There's Trog. Might have been better to hold out till Trog, but I'd kind of decided that... Ow. Dispel. Oh, he's not invisible anymore. Kinda useful. But he is shooting me. Let's dispel him again. I can't. Let's random effects him if I have any charges left. Ow. Let's try that potion. Speed up. Let's try that potion. Heal wounds. Let's dispel his speed, step in, and freeze him. Whoa. Okay. Kinda nice that you can dispel haste and invisibility. I'm still not sold on it. But I'm gonna stop complaining about it for now. Ooh. Useful, very useful. That might be the get out of jail card that I needed. Oh, who am I kidding? Nothing's gonna save this character. Now I'm not gonna bother memorizing shock. Why should I? Do I have any particular air skill? No, it gives me nothing. Oh, hexes and charms it gives me. Which isn't exactly what I want. And spellcasting. Let's drop ice. Oh, we'll drop it when it gets to 8. How could I possibly drop it at 7.9? Okay, ice magic dropped. Yeah. Let's try that ring. Slay +5. Stealth? Who needs stealth? Let's dispel him, which did nothing. But slaying certainly helped. Okay, not too bad. Now we can slay with our axe. We're not totally dependent on spells. Might be worth training up the axe at this point now. And who knows, there might be better axes in the dungeon. Can I wear these? Yes, I can. Oh, we have other spells. Forced Lance. Forced Lance is completely useless, I've found. Maybe I'm not using it right, but we could start summoning, but that just... I just don't like summoning. A bunch of ice beasts might be useful to have around. And I don't have any other options. Well, Vehement will give me options. Let's hold off on it. I can always get it later. Chop the Phantom. Spellcasting is up to 4, which is pretty pathetic, really. My antivirus decides to pop up. I thought I had disabled those nag messages. Ow. Yeah. Not good. Let's get a haste potion. That hurt. We have 1 health. We have got to get out of here. Just want to get out of range of that orc priest. And I managed it. I made the right move there. Okay, we're back. Do we have a remove? Let's... I'm sure we have a remove curse, so let's uncurse the blowgun. Immolation. Forget. Amnesia. Fog. Let's hit this jerk with a Quarry Needle. I believe I have some throwing ability too. There we go. And there's more of them. And we will eventually find our remove curse. Recharging. I might as well recharge the wand of the random effects. That's proved somewhat useful. Enchant weapon. Yeah, why not? Let's do the blowgun. And get our axe back. Throw flame. I don't want it. War axe. I don't want it. I'll stick with... You know, I might as well pick it up in case I find a scroll of brand weapon or something. Because it is better than the hand axe. Intelligence, please. We're up to 16. Here comes Blork. We don't have to dispel him. We will step in. There's Grinder too. Well, this isn't good. Let's quaff a potion of might. One down. We'll dispel him just for fun. 2 down. Not bad. Dying on Blork. Kill Natasha yet again. Take a look at our spells again. Nothing we want. So why are we training them? Let's go for axes and go for dodging. It's time to get some defense. Maybe Veomet was not the best choice for this. What can I do? I was panicking. We still have decent strength though, so it's not all is lost. This axe is really doing wonderful work. Yep. Wonderful, wonderful work. Dispel. Somebody got hurt somehow there, but... There we go. Eventually we'll get a decent spell here. But until then, why not use the axe? Static discharge. I like static discharge. It's the kind of spell we want to be using. Because it segues nicely with melee. So we'll get air up a little bit. Not a very focused build. Okay. Not bad. Down we go. Ow. What is our static? That's C. Okay. That's a spell that does some good damage, actually. I never used to like it, but now I do. Might be time for static discharge. And what do you know? It saves the day. Of course, it would help if I didn't play so recklessly, but it is getting a little late. Chop you, level 10. And rush you down, there we go. What do we have here? Looks like a Sif Muna temple. Yes, it is. Let's see our spell strength here. Yeah, throw frost could get stronger. But we're not going to make it stronger, not yet. Wow. That's pretty cool. What is that thing in the middle? Obelisk. A diamond obelisk. Huh, it looks harmless. One day I would like to fight a diamond obelisk. Okay, have we found anything yet? No, we haven't. Down we go. And look what happens when we go down. We find something. And potion of heal wounds. Have we identified that yet? Yes, we have. Speaking of which, let's get to work identifying some of this stuff. Remove curse. Magic mapping. Let's teleport. I don't want you, slave. I want Pykel and his minions. Well, not his minions. I want to free his minions. And I got distracted from checking my scrolls, didn't I? Let's go back to scroll checking. We're almost done. Okay, so we will drop everything we don't need. No. Why am I pressing the wrong button here? You should notice drop things like this automatically. They are not things I want. I keep thinking I picked up a new spellbook, but I haven't. Okay. Let's identify this. Cure mutation. Identify as much as we can. Berserk Rage would even come in handy. I wonder if I can target myself with my breath and dispel effects on me. Let's try it. Huh. Yeah, I think that works. That might prove useful. Issy's Mystic Blast, I will certainly take that. And we'll change that to F. Oh, that's big hunger too. We'll get air magic up to 4. See, that's the problem with Vehement. I really liked the spellbooks better than this system. if you want to be anything other than a pure caster, you can't really choose Vehement, because now I don't have the spell levels to accept any other spells, so I might miss out on some good spells coming up. Of course, I happen to be picking up a million spell books now. Spider form. Poisonous cloud is going to be viable since I have air. Don't have poison though. Speaking of which, let's turn air off. We'll turn these two on. Axes is enough. Yeah. Since we have the slaying ring, we can get away with the lower axis skill. And we have to anticipate our next spell. Big trouble here. How are we going to get away? Freeze will do some damage to him. One more hit and I'm gone. Let's run. Mites. Heal wounds. Okay. Gotta watch out for those guys and their stone arrow. That's a pretty nasty spell. And we got shafted for 2 floors. And we've got fireballs coming at us. Oh, this is not good. Let's heal wounds. Let's first of all haste. Let's heal wounds. I want to get adjacent to him because I think freeze will... No. What could have I done if I hadn't been panicking? I don't know. I could have berserked maybe. I could have teleported, I suppose, but that might have gotten me into a worse place. I did get shafted for 2 floors. Yeah. Well, it was a decent run. I probably could have done something, but it was getting to be about time to end. Poor Murglebootle, or whatever his name was. Murglebootle. Okay, well, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.